Most real estate investors stay stuck, and it's not because they don't want it bad enough, or because they aren't hustling. I know plenty of people grinding 14 hours a day and still not getting anywhere. It's because they're trapped by the same 4 roadblocks that stop almost every beginner. I've seen it over and over again in my students and in people that I mentor, and even in myself when I was first starting out. Today I'm going to break down those 4 reasons and, more importantly, show you exactly how to get unstuck. So let's dive in. Reason number 1 people stay stuck is no money. Most people think you need stacks of cash to get into real estate. They see HGTV and they see house flippers dropping $50,000 in renovations, and they check their bank account and think, I'm out. But here's the truth. You don't need big chunks of cash. You just need the right deal structures. Early in my real estate investing business, I met a seller who was behind on payments. They didn't care about getting cash up front. They wanted to get the payments caught up so they didn't lose the house. Most investors would have just walked away because they didn't have 50 grand sitting around. Instead, I structured just taking over the seller's debt. So I took over their existing mortgage, caught up the payments, and instantly took ownership of the property, all without going to a bank or applying for a loan. No money? No problem if you know the creative finance game. That will change everything completely. The second reason many people stay stuck is bad credit. This one is huge. Many people get embarrassed about their credit score and think they're somehow locked out of the real estate investing game. But here's the reality. Bad credit doesn't have to stop you from getting into real estate investing. And if you want to fix it, here's how. First, pull your credit report and check for errors. You'd be shocked how often there's mistakes on your credit report. Second, if you've got collections, negotiate a pay down for deletion. That means you pay the balance, and in exchange, they remove it from the report. Third, manage your credit utilization. Keep your balances under 30% of the limit. And fourth, set up auto payments. One missed payment can crush your score. It's not worth the risk. When I was starting, my credit wasn't perfect, but instead of letting that stop me, I used creative strategies and bypassed the banks. And while I was doing that, I chipped away at my credit score until it was strong again. That's the long game. Fix while you build. The third reason many people stay stuck is just too many strategies. This one kills more investors than anything else, I believe. Wholesaling and flipping and BRRRR and Airbnbs and storage units. Every guru online is screaming at you to try something new. And what happens? You end up spinning in circles, doing a little bit of everything and mastering nothing. This is called the buffet problem or shiny object syndrome. You load your plate full of stuff, nothing actually fills you up. The way out? Pick one strategy and master it. For me, that's the Boslow method. Now, don't get me wrong. Over the years, over the last nearly 12 years now, I've done self-storage. I've done multifamily. I've done developments. I've done trailer parks. I've done multiple things, except first I started by mastering one strategy, and that's what built my true wealth and gave me the ability to expand out into other ones. So, Boslow is the framework I developed after closing hundreds of deals, and it keeps things simple. When I teach it to my students, they often go from scattered and confused or shiny object syndromed out to laser focused and finally closing deals. Because here's the thing, if you try to learn 6 strategies at once, you'll probably close 0. But if you pick one and you stay consistent and you put in the reps, you'll close the first deal faster than you might think. Now for reason number 4, too much competition. Now this one gets overlooked a lot because everyone wants to invest in the same hot cities like Phoenix and Austin and Miami and San Diego, and yes, they're sexy. But what no one talks about is those are oversaturated markets. Sellers have a dozen investors knocking on their door and deals are gone right away. That's why I focus on the Midwest. Cities like Evansville and Indianapolis and Louisville. You can find affordable properties still, and you can still negotiate with sellers who actually need help. And the competition, way lower than the coast. I've closed hundreds of deals in Indiana, many of which other investors just ignored. The properties aren't flashy, I just structure them creative finance, and today they bring in steady cash flow every single month. Meanwhile, guys chasing $700,000 duplexes in California can't make the numbers work. The right market makes all the difference. So let's recap. You don't need money, you need the right structures. You don't need perfect credit. Fix it step by step while using creative finance to get started now. You don't need every strategy. You just need to master one, and you don't need to fight 100 investors for the same darn deal. Choose a market where you can actually win. That's how you stop being stuck. That's how you finally break free and start closing deals. And if you're ready to take action now, join me in my next challenge, where I'm gonna break down how you can do your first or next creative deals step by step, all the way from finding it, to structuring it, to closing it, to turning it into cash. The link's in the description, so just click the link and hop in.